George. So what vehicle are we working on, and what are we going to replace?
We've got a 2009 370Z Nissan. Customer complaint is AC slowly stopped working.
Okay.
So I lifted up on the rack and I can see some oil underneath. If you can bring your camera over here. See that oil leaks right here. So that indicates that there's something going on around this area.
But the oil doesn't have anything to do with the AC, though.
Well, the compressor that takes ester oil.
Oh, okay.
So well, you said that the compressor is not working. I'm assuming at this point that it is the compressor, but we'll find out in a few minutes by removing this plastic panel.
Okay.
So to remove this, you need well, I have a gun, electric gun, but you can use, if you don't have it, you could use a socket 10 with a ratchet. Don't use a wrench because it'll take you 5 hours. So I'm gonna have to remove this. For some reason, that one is out.
And then, George, while you're taking this off, what is this plastic cover good for anyway? What's the purpose?
Oh, and in case you're driving in the freeway, you hit something and it's going to hit the bottom of the vehicle, it could damage the crankcase or oil pan.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you drop a bolt or a nut, pick it up right away before you forget. Always.
Okay. That's a good tip.
Yeah. So now
All right, George. What are we looking at? What are we looking for here?
Look, here.
no, that's okay. Now what we're looking at, we need to see this. All right, so this goes like that. So to me, it started from this area and it went this way.
Are you looking at the leak here, or
The leak.
Oh, okay.
The leak. So this to me, it smells like oil from the compressor, which is ester oil.
Okay. So that's a smell test you just did right
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Smells this.
And Pedro takes care of the taste test.
You might die. We don't want to do that. So anyhow, to remove the compressor, we need socket 12. We need some picks.
All right, George. Can you like point to the compressor? What
Okay,
are we
this
looking?
is the compressor.
Okay.
This is the compressor.
All right.
Yeah. So we got to remove the compressor. I'm pretty sure it's the compressor because I see oil around this socket, which is the pressure in the back. This is the pressure switch in the back.
Okay.
And I see some oil around the area, so it probably leaked from this area. And these vehicles, they are known to leak from the compressor.
Okay. So that's some of the signs of a bad compressor. Correct?
And let
Okay.
it be Infinity. Infinity uses the same compressor.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% positive that it is the compressor.
Okay.
So before we do anything, we got to remove this clip by using a hook or whatever you got. Go on the top, push from the bottom, get this connector out. There we go. And you got to cut the zip tie. So we need a cutter. Make sure you don't cut the wire. Be careful. Okay. Now, on the top, there's the main connector that goes to the clutch, which is that one right there. So we use the hook again by pressing this if you press that all the way in. This color is kind of hot, so it's burning my hands, but
Oh, don't worry about that, George.
okay. By pressing this thing right here, it will release it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the.
And that's the sensor, right? That you
No, that's the wire that goes to the clutch. Which
Oh,
is right
okay.
Here. This is the clutch right here. So when you start the car and you turn the AC, a signal would come from the AC unit, and
Okay.
it would trigger the clutch to function, and that's how you get your AC working.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that's off. Now, to get this off, we have to remove the stabilizer right here, because there's no other way for it to come out. I really like to avoid, these are the transmission cooler lines. I really like to avoid,
Removing those.
removing those hoses, but we'll see what happens. So let's remove this first.
Okay.
So to remove the stabilizer, you need a 14 millimeter socket, and which I've got already. So I got my ratchet. You guys can use a regular ratchet. I don't think. A wrench might take a long time, but if you got a regular ratchet with a 14 socket, it'll be easier. Pretty tight.
Come on, George, put your back into it.
Ah, got it. There we go. All right. Don't matter if this fell, doesn't matter, because both sides are the same. These are stabilizer bar bushings.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if you switch them or not. All right, so now we have this belt right here, and to remove this, we have a tensioner right here.
Okay. All right, George, we're getting close to 15 minutes here, so I'm going to pause this and we can start another video, okay?
All right.